Is it Timi Tukpe Adewale? Timi Tukpe Adewale. I will take, then after her, I will take this is a Raj Africa, then I'll take Morris. So let's follow in that order.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. My name is Timi Tokwe. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm representing the Republic of Sierra Leone.
Nigeria representing the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. And so let me take Richard. Richard, are you done? Are you done speaking? Have you spoken already, Richard?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes. So let me take. Is it the Rajik Africa? And then
okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Good afternoon to all. My name is Dr. Atsekambo from Côte d'Ivoire. I represent Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doc. I'm very excited to see that this time we have a few people coming from Côte d'Ivoire, which is the French-speaking part of West Africa, because I think that in the past we haven't had a very good number of representation from Côte d'Ivoire. And Doc, thank you so much. I've seen your message in the chat box. I'll pick it up. I'm sure that I will have another level of conversation with you after this meeting, with your kind permission. Yes, so I'll take Morris. I'll take Morris, then I'll take Israel, then I will take okay, so let me take the two. Let me take Morris, then I'll take Israel.
Good evening. My name is Morris Billity, and I'm from Liberia. I'll be representing Liberia as well.
Oh, from Liberia, representing Liberia. Thank you so much, Morris. Okay. So let me go to Israel. Oluwatosin Israel Adesanya. Forgive me if I get the name wrong. Forgive me. Don't ask your lawyers to come after me.
All right, you try, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Oluwatosin Adesanya from Nigeria. I'll be representing the Republic of Benin.
Oh, Benin Republic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Israel. We'll take a Fentuo, then we'll take a God's favor. And then, okay, so let me take the two. I'll take Fentuo, then I'll take God's favor.
So I'm Charles Bufele from Liberia, and I'll be representing Liberia. Hello.
Yes, please. Please speak up a bit louder. We want to do this thing very quickly. Then we can go into the section.
Okay, I said I'm Charles Bufele from the Republic of Liberia, and I'll be representing Liberia. See the person,
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, so people, you know what we will do? I think that we have exhausted 10 minutes of the time already. I know tomorrow is Monday, and almost all of us on this call would have to go back to work. So what we will do is that please just drop your name, your country, your nationality, and the country you are representing. Just type it in the chat box. I'll pick them randomly to acknowledge. If that works with us, then we'll just move straight into the section. So please just drop those your intro in the chat section. I'll pick them randomly to acknowledge it. So I'll share my screen quickly. And please mute if you are not speaking. If you are not speaking, please mute. Once the presentation is done, we would allow everybody enough time to ask every single question that you have. We would allow everybody. So please, I'm sharing my screen. Just give me a few moments to share my screen. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is excuse
me, David.
Yes, please.
Maurice, please mute your mic. Maurice.
When your name, I can see on my screen here. I can see your name. I can see your full screen. I can see what you're displaying.
You can't see my full screen.
No.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and share again.
Good evening, Mr. David. Please, I can't see your screen from my end.
Yes, don't worry. I'm re-sharing my screen. Yes, don't worry. I'll make sure everyone is seeing my screen. Okay. Please, can you see my screen?
It's okay from my end now.
Okay.
Yes.
It's okay from everyone's end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Is it on presentation mode?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. So we have decided to put together this delegate Q&A section because of the number of questions that we have been receiving. That's number one. Number two, it's also
good evening. I can't see your screen, Mr. David.
You can't see my screen. Wow. Can you see it now? Is it better? Can you see it?
Yes, we can see the screen. For those who can't see, please refresh.
Yes, I think you should refresh. Are we good to proceed?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much. So, like I was saying, we have received quite a number of issues. Questions, and then please can you please mute if you are not speaking, so that we can have this done in a very cordial manner. Okay.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Can I have someone mute people for me, please? So that it doesn't distract the presentation.
David, I'm going to take care of that.
Okay, Venice, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, good. Okay. So let me apologies for any of the distractions that have been caused. So let me welcome my colleague Benis, who is the commissioner in charge of internal affairs and then anything relating to protocol management. I want to acknowledge her presence. So just like I was saying,
David, excuse me 1 minute, David.
Yes, please.
Before you go forward, I just want to ask, how long does this session last for? What's the duration of this session?
This session per the emails that we shared is supposed to last 1 hour 30 minutes, maximum 2 hours. So if we can allow for us to walk through the presentation very, very quickly, we can ask our questions, and then I'm sure that in about 1 hour 15 minutes we can call it a wrap.
Okay, it's fair. Understood.
Thank you so much. Okay, good. Okay. So this is part of the many things we do as part of our delegate onboarding process, where we do a Q&A session. It's an opportunity for for our delegate to ask questions, and then also to seek for clarity. It's also an opportunity for them to get to meet the faces behind the summit. So that's the purpose of this Q&A session. I'll run through this presentation very, very quickly. My colleague Benis will come in and touch on the issues relating to logistics. Then there will be an opportunity for all of us to ask our questions. Please, have you seen my screen move? Has my screen moved?
Yes.
Yes, it has.
Thank you. So we can now see the theme, right?
We can see. Please proceed.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So this is the theme for the summit: peace, security, and social cohesion.
Sorry, please, I can still see your screen, please, Mr.
Okay. If others can see my screen and you can't see, then you may have to refresh. Right.
But
so
we can see the screen very clear.
So yeah. So if you can see, kindly just. Okay, so just kindly refresh. For those of us who have difficulty in seeing it, let's just kindly maybe we can just exit and then come back. It will show. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is the theme that we are working with: peace, stability, and social cohesion, unleashing the power of the youth to lead. And this is the rationale for the theme. I'm going to touch on what each of us is required to do, especially for those of us who are heads of state and for those of us who are delegates, and then we have all been assigned some ministerial portfolios. Once we get into the presentation, it will be much more clearer what we are all required to do. So let's have this in mind as the theme for the summit. I think I'll skip this welcome address. We will share the presentation slides when we are done, so that we all can take our time and then go through it and then also digest it as well. So let's go straight into what's the purpose of this section. Number one, the purpose is to ensure that all delegates are fully prepared, confident, and clear about their roles and responsibility. I'm sure that I have established this from the very beginning. We also want to clarify issues around logistics, the program flow, and what the expectation of delegates, or what we expect of delegates. We also want to provide a single official platform for delegates to ask questions and get authoritative answers. We also want to foster a sense of community and alignment before the summit begins. In essence, this section is intended to remove any confusion, build confidence, and ensure all delegates understand what is expected of them. Okay. We have shared a number of documents on this already. I'm not too sure I want to belabor the point or I want to rehash it. But then this part of the document talks about what the summit is about, who the organizers are, and what makes this edition special. I want to skip this because we've shared other documents which already talks about this. Now, I want to spend a bit of time on the program flow. What does it look like? Now, let me establish that this event is a 5 days event. Now, for those of us who have had the privilege to be part of the Model ECOWAS Summit from 2014, in 2014, when we started the summit, it was just a 1 day summit. The summit was held 1 day. Then in 2016, it was Bendis, can you please mute people who are unmuted? Please mute them for me. Thank you. Then in 2016, it became a 2 day summit. In 2018, it was 3 days. In 2018, it was 3 days. In 2020, it was going to be 3 days. But then in 2020, it was also going to be held in Abuja. Because of COVID, we actually postponed it and then we held it in 2021. That was in 3 days. We had a virtual option in 2023. Now moving into the 5th edition, we are extending it from 3 days to 5 days. So please, for those of us who have been asking the duration of the entirety of the event is 5 days. Day one will be on the 26th of May, and that is arrival, and then we're going to have a number of team bonding activities. So on day one, we're all expected to arrive, we're all expected to check in, we're all expected to register, we're all expected to get whatever conference materials we are supposed to, that is supposed to be assigned to us. Everything that you need to make your participation in the summit possible, all of those things is going to happen on day one. As part of the document, we are going to be talking about what time we're expecting every delegate to arrive. We'll talk about it. So day one is dedicated to arrival and team building activities. As time goes on, we're going to share with you a full list of the team bonding activities and the role we want you to play. We're also going to, as part of the team bonding activity, we're going to be creating a number of committees. Some of those committees will have some of us as delegates join those committees and plan what some of those team bonding activities. There are a number of them that as a commission we have already listed, but then we also want to take your views. We also want to get your involvement on some of the things we should do as part of the team bonding activities. Okay. Then in day two is a full day activity. Day two, which is the May 27, is going to be dedicated to diplomatic visit and courtesy call. We're going to be visiting embassies, we're going to be visiting high commissions, we're going to be visiting the Parliament House of Ghana, we're also going to be visiting the Kwame Nkrumah Basilium. These are some of the places that we have. We're also going to be visiting the African Free Trade Continental Area Secretariat in Accra to understand the workings of these high commissions, these embassies, this diplomatic installation institution. We want to understand their workings and how young people can engage with them. We haven't confirmed it yet, but then depending on how things go, we're seeking some approvals. There's also a plan to also, as part of the diplomatic tour and courtesy visit, to have a tete-a-tete with the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Ghana, and then also the President of the Republic of Ghana, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and then the Speaker of Parliament. These are conversations we're still having, at the Secretariat level. So this is going to be a full day. We're going to be on a bus. There's going to be a lot of food. There's going to be a lot of drink. There's going to be a lot of other refreshment, and there's going to be a lot of fun. And this is dedicated for day two. Then in day three, we now go into the main summit. It's also a full day activity. It's going to start in the morning around 10. It will end somewhere around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. It's a full day activity. Now, what happens during the main section of the summit? We have what we call the opening plenary. We have the STC section, which is the committee section, and then we have the closing plenary. Now, this is what's going to happen. At the opening plenary, all heads of state are going to present an opening address. And that opening address is going to be based on the theme of the summit. That section is supposed to last for about 2 to 3 hours. Then we break into what we call the Specialized Technical Commission, that's the STC. An email has been sent in the course of the week. It tells you your name, your gender, the country you have been assigned to, the role you are playing as a delegate, and your Specialized Technical Committee. There are 2 of them. We'll come back to you with additional documents on what you are required to do, but then I'll touch briefly on it in this document. So the STC, or the Specialized Technical Committee session, is where delegates are going to have their say. And each delegate is required to prepare and present what we call a position paper. We'll find more time and talk about a position paper. That is also going to last around 3 to 4 hours. When that is done, we'll come back to the closing plenary, where we're going to now debate and scrutinize all the draft documents that the various STCs have put together. That is then put together in what we call the final summit communique, and that is going to end the session for day 3. Day 4 is also a full day session, which we call the Young Diplomats Forum. The Young Diplomats Forum is going to touch on a number of conversations around understanding ECOWAS framework. There's a lot of ECOWAS framework on peace and security, the ECOWAS Vision 2050 agenda. What is it about? What's the role of young people? We're also going to have a lot of experts in peace, stability, cohesion, come and share a lot of case studies with us and what the role of young people is in all this. And it's also a full day activity, and that will take us to day 5. Day 5, we have a morning section and we have an evening section. The morning section, we're going to have the fun games. Also, we're also going to put together a committee we have a number of us here as delegates join that committee, and then we're also going to, let's see some of the things you want us to incorporate in the fun game. That is going to be a half-day activity. Then later in the night, so around 12 midnight, we're going to have a diplomatic cocktail reception. So day 5 is 2 activities in 1. What do I do during the section? So now we're expecting you to represent your assigned country, your ministry, and your STC. We're also expecting you to debate policies, draft communiques, and collaborate with your team. Prepare and present your position paper as a delegate. This is what we are expecting of us as delegates. Why you should attend? I'm sure that we've shared a number of documentations that's already talks about why you should attend. So I think that I'll skip it. Now, how does a delegation looks like? Now, the nature. So let me go back to the WhatsApp platform that we have. We have a WhatsApp platform for heads of states. That's number 1. Number 2, we have a general WhatsApp platform, and then we have the country-specific WhatsApp platform. Now, the country-specific WhatsApp platforms are what we call a delegation. So if you're on the WhatsApp platform for only delegates assigned to Nigeria, that is the Nigerian delegation. If you are on a WhatsApp platform assigned to delegates of Liberia, that is the Liberian delegation WhatsApp platform. So that is the delegation. Now, each delegation has who we call a head of state. The role of the head of state is to lead and represent the delegation's official position. Now, beneath that structure is who we all are, delegates. And delegates have been assigned portfolios to respective ministries or ambassadorial position, and their role is to serve on specialized technical commission. Now, as part of the process, all delegates who have been assigned respective ministries, you automatically form what we call the Council of Ministers. We would talk more into what the Council of Ministers is required to do as part of the summit. So then for delegates, we also spoke about the Specialized Technical Committee. We have 2 of them. There's one on political, judicial, and legal affairs, regional security, and immigration. The second one is human resources, information, social, and cultural affairs. So these are the committees that each delegate has been assigned to. Now, delegate roles and responsibilities. As a delegate, and it's very, very important for us to know that as delegate, you are a representative of a West African country within the ECOWAS simulation. You would debate policies, draft recommendations, and collaborate to advance solutions for peace, security, and development. Now, a delegate is required. So now you have to start undertaking a number of research into the countries that you have been assigned to. It doesn't matter if you're a Nigerian and you have been assigned Nigeria, you need to go and research Nigeria. Conversations around peace, stability, and social cohesion, you need to start researching into that. What are some of the policies the Nigerian government has put in place around these conversations, and start putting that in it, because some of these things are going to influence the writing of your position paper. You also have to, you also have to prepare and present a position paper based on your assigned STC. Now, what we're going to do in the next coming days, every STC is going to be assigned an agenda, and that agenda will form the basis for writing and presentation of your position paper. Your role is to also participate in debates, negotiation, and drafting of resolution. And we also ask that we do what to uphold ourselves in a very professional and a very diplomatic, way throughout the summit, because we are representing sovereign nations. We're representing ECOWAS member states. We've also had the chance where we had to explain, will I necessarily represent my country of nationality? And we said not necessarily, because delegates can be assigned to other countries. So you are from Nigeria, you have been assigned to Togo, Mali, Senegal. It's an opportunity for you to learn about those countries. It's an opportunity for you to research and understand some government policy intervention. So at the end of the day, the purpose of it is to make you a well-rounded person. That's the purpose. Summit output, the work of each committee. I've already said that everything we do at the STC level, join the main summit. When we come back to the opening plenary, we're going to debate them, and that is going to feed into the final summit communique. I think that we've done a lot of work. We've done a lot of communicate. A lot of you have gotten in touch with us, and we know that per your acceptance letter, there are options when it comes to whether you want a residential package or you want a non-residential package. Within the residential package and non-residential, there's what we call early bird, and there's what we call the regular. The initial deadline for payment for early bird was November 22nd, but then within this week we have sent out a communique so that we have extended that of early bird to sometime December 13th, and that of regular to sometime 31st December 2026. As for us to understand that residential, so a few of us have gotten back to say that they are a bit confused what we mean by residential and non-residential. Residential means that you have asked for accommodation to be part of your package. Non-residential means that you don't want accommodation. You have a place, you have a friend, you have a relative in Ghana, you want to stay with them, so you don't want accommodation to be part of the package. We're also working on the refund policy documents, which we are likely to share soon. I'm hoping in the course of the week we will share them. Travels. Delegates are responsible for booking and financing their travel to Accra. Information for those of us within the ECOWAS sub-region or who are ECOWAS citizens, we don't require a visa to come to Ghana. If you are from a country which is outside the West African sub-region or the ECOWAS sub-region, please get in touch with the Secretariat. We will write to the Ghana Immigration Service for Ghana Immigration Service to grant a visa on arrival. This is something we have done in the past for our delegates who came from Cameroon, our delegates who came from Zimbabwe. We had written to the Ghana Immigration Service for visas to be granted on arrival, which has been done. In terms of arrival, like I said, residential delegates are required to arrive by midday, May 26, 2026. And then for non-residential delegates, they are to report daily from 27th onwards. Those of us who want to come by air, once you are done with your booking, let us know in advance as a commission your departure and your arrival time, so that we can make arrangements for airport pickup. Dress code, we expect us to be very professionally dressed. So we're saying that for the opening ceremony or plenary, you can be in a traditional attire or you can be in a formal attire. For STC section, you can be in a business or a formal wear For young diplomat forum, it can be a traditional or formal wear, cocktail reception, formal evening wear, fun games and team bonding activity, casual wear. Diplomatic cocktail reception is strictly the Model ECOWAS Summit branded t-shirts. What do we expect you to bring? We expect you to come with a valid ID card or a passport, toiletries, personal. I think that we have put this here because, Ben, if you recall, in 2018, when we had our section in Ghana, people even came and then they were asking us to give them bathing sponge. So please, we expect that for some of these personal essentials, you come with them. You can come with a reusable bottle. Above all, we expect you to come with the spirit of diplomacy, teamwork, and respect. In terms of the sponsorship request letters, a few of us have gotten in touch with the Secretariat, and we have shared a number of sponsorship request letters. If there's any one of us who haven't still received theirs, please do check your spam, check your emails. If it still doesn't exist, please reach out to the Secretariat and we would resolve it as soon as possible. You can use this letter to reach out to government agencies, corporate bodies, NGOs, and other private supporters to help fund your trip for the summit. Safety, what we would do as a secretariat is to provide the basic first aid and health supports, which will be made available at the venue. However, if you have to travel with your necessary personal medication and then a valid health insurance, please do. There will be for those of us who have been at the Model ECOWAS Summit from 2014 till now, we know that there are a number of awards that we give. These are just a few of them. So these awards, we give it to outstanding participants. So for everything that you're going to be doing from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and some part of day 5, there's going to be a team that is going to be observing how you're debating, how you are collaborating with other team members. All these things are going to be taken into consideration. So some of the categories we have is the Best Delegate Award, Best Head of State Award, Best Delegation, which is the country of delegation, and so on and so forth. Some of the things that will happen after the summit: delegates to join the Model ECOWAS Summit Alumni Network, connecting with leaders across 15 countries. We also receive, so for some of our partners that we're currently in conversations with, there are a number of things that we are planning to do with some of them, which will be some of the things that will be done post summit. We'll share a number of these opportunities with us as part of our continuous engagement even after the summit. So Bernice will come in and walk us through the logistics brief, and then we'll take our questions. So I think that we have 4 more slides to go, and then we'll take our questions. Yes, Bernice, please come in with the logistics brief.
All right, thank you, David, and thank you for making that really, really snappy. I have to run to another meeting. Yeah. Good evening to all of us on call, and thank you for being here. David has made this short. I'll make it as brief as I can. My name is Bernice. I'm your Commissioner for Conference and Protocol and everything conference related. And then on logistics, on your registration and arrival, we have mentioned that we give deadlines for payments of summit fees. Depending on what category you choose, you are supposed to make payments before the deadlines that we communicate to you. And you are also arranging your transportation from your home countries into Ghana. Those that are coming by air, we have said that it's good you coordinate amongst yourselves in your home countries. You let us know, those of you traveling by air and not road, so that we arrange pickup for you from the airport to your place of lodging. Arrival dates for the summit is 26th of May, preferably by midday. You should have arrived for the residential participants. For non-residential, they will commute daily to the venue. Every venue will be communicated ahead of time, so they would have to commute daily by themselves to the venue. If you're a residential person, then you should have arrived early enough by 26th. And if you're coming again by air, you let us know, and then we do the pickups, arrange pickups for you. Internal transportation, we are providing internal transportation. Those who have been a part of the summit before know that from the place of lodging to every venue, there is transportation that is provided for every gathering. So internal transportation will be taken care of. Accommodation is also only provided for those who choose the residential fees. Those who pay residential fees, they would have accommodation. If you do not belong to that category, then it means that you are taking care of your accommodation needs, and then you would join us every day to the summit ground. And then about meals, we provide meals, and then 3 times a day we provide breakfast, lunch, and then we provide dinner or supper. So meals will be taken care of. Your drinks and your snacks, little snacks here and there, will be taken care of. Registration, we are expected to complete your registration. I think, David, you've gone too fast. If you could go back, yeah. Or is it okay? Please skip further. Okay, registration and payment. All delegates are expected to complete their registration payment on or before the stipulated deadline. I think with time, we try to be a little lenient and give some extra days after the initial date of payments has elapsed or has been exhausted, and we are entreating everybody to be able to do their payments on or before the stipulated deadline, so that we don't have to be giving a lot of graces. It helps when we have the numbers right from the get-go, and we do proper arrangements for you so that you can come in and be comfortable. If you have to do last minute add-ups and all of that, then the arrangement and all the planning gets distorted. So we want to have the numbers ahead of time. And so if you can, please kindly do your payments before the deadlines that we give. And to make it easier, we sent a notice of partnership with for Nigerian members to be able to pay directly into a local Nigerian account, and that is with BICO. We are supposed to pay with BICO. Communications have gone round already. David, I think going forward, we would have to keep sending in a few more notifications so that those who are in Nigeria, they can pay through the BICO account.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you want to skip this. I think we've repeated this. You want to skip
this. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, again, I think I mentioned that those coming from other countries, it would be good you coordinate amongst yourself. It's good that you travel in groups. If you are traveling in groups, you know the feeling of belonging, the feeling of knowing that, oh, I'm coming from 10 people from Nigeria, I'm coming with 5 people from Liberia, I'm coming with 2 people from Cote d'Ivoire. You know, that feeling of belonging, knowing that you are not alone. It helps you, it helps boost your morale and all of that. So if you are traveling by, from any country, we advise that you travel in groups, and the Secretariat is willing to assist us to get to know ourselves. Then that's why when we started the call, we are asking, where are you coming from? You may be representing Ghana, even though you're a Liberian, and then while you are coming from Liberia, you are not yet a delegate of Ghana. So the people in Liberia that are traveling down to Ghana, it's good you get to know them and travel together to Ghana. All right, David, I think you can go further.
Yes, give me a second.
Okay, so accommodation, we have always had shared accommodation. I think there's a picture there to show how accommodation looks like. We always have shared accommodation for our residential participants. For non-residential participants, again, they secure their own lodging before they come. So accommodation is provided, it is shared for those that are coming. If for any reason at all you have a special need that you would want to communicate, please communicate to us ahead of time. We have had cases where some people would want to just lodge by themselves. That comes at different costs. If you don't want a shared accommodation, you communicate that to us. But if not for that, accommodation has always and will always be a shared accommodation. It helps to cut down costs. Other than that, we would have to be doing huge figures and telling you that you should come and pay some $5,000 for things for a summit. We want to foster partnerships. We also want to foster friendship amongst ourselves across nations. So we like to have shared accommodation. Then we want to cut down cost as well. Cost is very critical when you're looking for accommodation. And then the meals, I mentioned that we have meals 3 times a day, the breakfast, the lunch, and then the supper. For non-residential participants, they have 1 day, 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day. David?
Yes. But then maybe when you forgot to add that the residential delegates will have 3 meals a day, that's morning, afternoon, and evening.
No, I've mentioned that for residential participants, they have 3 meals a day. So it's the non-residential are not touched on. So they will have 1 meal a day. And that's during, that's mostly lunch. They don't participate in breakfast and they don't participate in dinner. So they have lunch package.
Dennis, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
So I think that will open.
There were hands raised while you were having the presentation. And I indicated in the chat box, if you have any questions, you put them across. David mentioned a couple of documents that have been shared. If you, for any reason at all, you've not received any of those documents, I indicated that you note those documents down and then we work on getting them to you. And then I see a question in the comment section. Why was an excursion for delegates not considered at the time of Kwame Nkrumah? I don't understand the question, please. Why was an excursion for delegates not considered at the time of Kwame Nkrumah? David, I don't know if you understand the question.
Is he saying, I don't know, is the question's asking why we have not considered the diplomatic, what's the name? The diplomatic tour? We haven't considered the Kwame Nkrumah Museum or something. Okay, maybe the...
No, Rajek is the one that asked the question, and it was specifically why not considered at the time of Kwame Nkrumah. So I think he can clarify the question for more clarity to be provided.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Venice,
David,
thank you.
It's 26. I'm sure I'll run. You would have to take questions on logistics for me. I have to run to another meeting, and then I'll leave a few.
We'll be back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Honorable delegates, the floor is open for questions. So please just raise your hands and then I'll call you. Then you can ask your question.
And David, I think some hands have been raised, but if you can start with Rajek, who has asked his question in the chat box, I think that will help.
Yes, Rajek, please come clear on your question. Rajek Africa. Okay, whilst we wait for him, let me take Gabriel. I'll take Gabriel, then I'll take Emmanuel, then Morris. So let me take Gabriel. Yes, Gabriel, please unmute.
I'm so sorry. It's a legacy hand.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Thank you. Emmanuel.
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead with your question.
Okay, thank you. Basically, I'm Emmanuel from Liberia, representing Cape Verde. Okay. My question has to do with a tradition. Will there be a tradition word? And when will be the tradition word? And lastly, it has to do with the letter. I prefer that our name bears the letter where we can send for sponsorship, because if only it is written, dear delegates, the sponsor will love to see your name and be convinced. So please look into that. Thank you.
Okay, Emmanuel, maybe which of the letters are you talking about? Because I know every single sponsorship request letter that has been signed, it has names on it. and then the amounts as per when you're putting the request, the amount you mentioned that you needed for transportation, it was $500, $200, whatever amount you put it was what we placed on the letter. Unless, of course, there's another matter. I'm sure that you can pick this conversation with me later, and then we'll find a way around it.
Okay, thank you.
We're also asking about if there's an opportunity for traditional wear. I think that we mentioned it. Let me just take you quickly. Okay, so if you look at my slide, it's talking about dress code and etiquette, what to wear, opening ceremony, a traditional or a formal attire. Please, can you see that? STC sections, either a business or a formal wear. Young diplomat forum, either a traditional or a formal attire. Diplomatic cocktail reception is a formal evening wear. Fun games and team building, casual wear. Diplomatic visits and courtesy tour. Model ECOWAS Summit branded T-shirts. Is it very clear with you now?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you. I get it.
Thank you so much. Let me take Morris. Then I'll come to a few of your. Okay, so let me come to Farouk. Farouk says that thank you, Mr. David, for the effort you put in place throughout the entire process. Please, would there be an extension for the registration for those who for those yet to get sponsorship approval? So Farouk, what we have done is that we have, like I mentioned, this week we put out a communique saying that we have extended the payment deadline initially for early bird. Early bird was supposed to have ended on the 22nd of November, but we've extended it to 13th December. And then for regular, which is supposed to end 31st December 2025, we've extended it to 31st January 2026. So those extensions have already been done. Okay. Okay, so he said, I love to see a photo of what the accommodation looks like. Yes, all those information we will definitely share ahead of the summit. A few things that we are going to share, we'll share with you specific location of the accommodation. We'll share specific with you, and then how the rooms look like. We'll definitely share those informations with you. We don't have those informations yet, but then definitely we'll share them with you ahead of time, so that it provides some level of clarity to you. Let me see if I have another question. Okay, so can you tell us whether you have approached the ECOWAS Commission? Yes, we have. So we have done that. I get this question a lot as to whether we have approached the ECOWAS Commission. Yes, we have done that. We are actually also in a number of conversations with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration here in Ghana. Sometime last week, Ministry actually called us for a meeting because they wanted us to provide them some additional information, which we have done. So definitely, yes, we have shared letters with the ECOWAS Commission. We have also shared letters with what we call the Office of the Permanent Representative of the ECOWAS Commission to Ghana. And then also we've shared letters with the Ministry of Regional Integration and Regional Integration. And then we've also shared letters with what we call the ECOWAS National Unit. So all these are conversations that are going on. These are letters that we have shared. And you know that for some of these institutions, it actually takes time for them to revert. Yes. So the answer to Rajak, yes. Possibly the name. Yes, I've answered that. I would love to see the hostel, possibly the name. We've said that we'll share this ahead of time. Yes. The aim and objectives of the program, I'm sure that we've shared it, but then we'll share those documents. Maybe let me just touch on a few in terms of the objectives. The objectives, number one, get young people to understand the workings and institution of ECOWAS. The second one is to get young people to come together. We want to build a network, or we want to build a platform that brings young people together, deliberate and get their voices heard, particularly with issues that relate to ECOWAS regional integration, conversations around peace, stability, and social cohesion. We want to get young people involved. So someone is asking, Emanuela is asking, with regards to the assigned portfolio, can there be changes made? I don't want to say yes and then no, but then Emanuela, we can pick this conversation later on. Maybe let's have a call. I want to understand why you want to change. Once there's a very compelling rationale to that, why not? If there's an opportunity somewhere, we can make those. Will there be certificates of participation? Yes, there will be certificates of participation. Okay, so my sponsor died some few weeks ago, and I wrote an email. Yes, you and I have been speaking. Yes. Okay. Can I request multiple sponsorship letters? So what we have done, yes, we know that's why if you look at the letter, we've made it to whom it may concern. But then, in as much as we said it's to whom it may concern, we've made sure that we've indicated your name on that letter and the amount that you are requesting for. What that means is that you don't have to come back to us for additional letters. You can submit that same letter to multiple sponsors. Yes, thank you.
Mr. President,
yes, please. So let me take. Yes, let me. Sorry, let me take. Yes, please come in with your question.
All right. Thank you very much. I was going to ask, even though I already dropped the message in the info.
Okay.
It was mentioned. I think I saw it somewhere on the slide when you talked about pickup from the airport. Is there a specific airport for pickup so that when we are booking the flights as well, we get to know which airport we are going to alight at? So that is
okay. That's your point. So in terms of airport pickup, when you are booking online, please choose Kotoka International Airport, Accra. Kotoka International Airport in Accra. All you need to do is to also share your departure and arrival time so that it can help with the airport pickup. I'm sure I've answered your question.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, please. Please go ahead. Your name, please.
My name is Ambassador Idris Musa from Nigeria.
Okay.
I wanted to shed more light and ask some few questions. If like me from Nigeria here, Niger State, I have a head of NGO. Is someone who overheads the activities of the NGO. Hello. Hello.
Please go ahead.
Someone who overhead our activities of NGO here in Niger State. I will be soliciting if the committee will also forward his phone number. I
think he dropped off. Did you drop off?
Maybe an email so that it will enable us through his office to have sponsorship from the government we are serving to. So that it will ease our movement for the sponsorship if he is included in the summit. So I'm asking if the Secretariat.
Can we pick up? Yes, it sounds like a very interesting conversation. Can we pick it up? Can we pick up that conversation maybe later on so that I can get much more details from you, if that works? Maybe you can give me a call. Maybe you can give me a call after this meeting, then we can discuss further. It works with you? Does that work with you, please? Thank you. I want us to end this meeting in 30 minutes so that those of us who want to prepare for work tomorrow, we can do that. We don't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah, David. Can you
Yes,
just
please.
recognize me?
Yes. Yes, Morris.
Okay, so David, thank you so much for the presentation. It was quite explicit and very clear, because these are information that have been posted in the chat room and that of the general chat rooms for this summit. But my concerns has to do with three issues. The first one is okay, so there are delegates from Liberia, right? Who are representing Liberia and representing other countries, other West African countries within the region. So I want to know, all those delegates that are from Liberia, are they going to be in a Liberian delegates chat room, or they are going to be in the chat room of the country in which they are representing? That's the first one.
Okay.
And second,
do you want to answer your first question?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So now we have delegates from, or we have people whose nationality is Liberian. They have been assigned to Liberia. Other delegates who are Liberians have been assigned to other countries. For example, somebody from Liberia has been assigned to a country, say Mali or Senegal. Now, that's why we have the general platform. Apart from the general platform, as part of the presentation, I mentioned that we're going to be creating a regional transportation committee, or we even create a platform. That platform, if you are a Liberian, whether you have been assigned to Liberia, you have been assigned to Togo, you have been assigned to Mali, or whatsoever, just join that platform. It's to help us plan our transportation together. The same goes to Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, whether you have been assigned to Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, or whatever, yes.
So are you saying the channel that they created currently is a transportation chat room, right?
We haven't created the transportation chat rooms yet.
Because
we haven't done that yet.
I'm asking the question because
yes,
there are people who are coming from Liberia, are representing other African nations, but then they are in a Liberian delegate chat room. So this I want to get clear.
Oh, so some people are not delegates of Liberia, but they are in the Liberian WhatsApp chat group.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how they got there, but maybe they asked their friends to forward those WhatsApp links to them, because you realize that what we have done was that we did not directly send those WhatsApp chat links on the WhatsApp platform. We sent it via everybody's email, but we would definitely resolve those issues.
Okay, that's my first point. The second one is, okay, so if I'm applying, for example, those who when they choose to apply for non-residentials, so how are they going to be picked up from the airport? And secondly, how are they going to be taken to the summit ground for the next 5 or 6 days?
Non-residential. You apply for non. So if Morris, so if you apply for non-residential, what it technically means is that you know your way around Ghana, or you know your way around Accra. But we can make considerations where if you are a non-residential delegate, but you want us to pick you from the airport. But another question, if we pick you from the airport, where are we sending you to? Are we sending you to our accommodation or your accommodation? We can consider this on a case-by-case basis. Is that very, very clear?
It's clear. It's clear.
Because for me, for residential delegates, if we pick you up at the airport, we know we're sending you to the accommodation that we have arranged for you. But if you are a non-residential delegate, If we pick you from the airport, where are we sending you to? So we
So
have
that's
to
what
consider
that's what I want to get. That's what I want to get clear, because if I should apply for a non-residential, I mean I know Ghana, but because I want a privacy, so I will want to be somewhere, you know, by myself, and perhaps and I want the organizing team to pick me up from where I am to drive into the summit hall, or to pick me up from the airport to carry me to where, you know, my preferred residential area.
Wouldn't that be additional work for them? Why not join residential, so that all those things are part of it? Because you didn't choose residential, you chose non-residential. However, you are asking for the benefits of a residential delegate.
So what I want to get clear is that
Morris, hold on. So therefore, if you are non-residential delegate and you are asking for pickup, transportation, and all those things, those are benefit that comes with a residential delegate. So therefore, if we are extending that benefit to a non-residential delegate, then how is the cost being catered for?
So my point, what I want to get clear is that
yes,
I want to know exactly, if I'm choosing a non-residential, where do you think is easier for me to maybe lodge, so that I'll be able to get
recommendations for you. We can make recommendations for you. We
can. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yes, we are making recommendations for you. That's recommendations of, let's say, hotels and other guests around the venue.
Yeah, that's the answer I'm seeking, so that I will not be far from the venue of the summit.
Okay. No problem. Yeah, we can do that, but like I said, we will consider some of these things on a case by case, because I'm not sure that everybody will have the same challenge. So depending on what the challenge and what the ask is, then we will now know what the deliverables are, and then we can now look at it on a case by case basis.
Yeah, I'm not asking a question because I guess perhaps people may choose to, you know, subscribe to the non-residential. So I'm just asking it for the general knowledge of the
problem.
The entire body. So
yes.
So for me, I will DM you directly so that you can. Perhaps
thank you so much. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, thank you. I want to pick a female. Yes, Deborah.
Yeah.
Let me. Allow me to pick a female. I haven't heard the voices of the female, so let me pick Deborah.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. David.
Yes, hi, Deborah.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I remember you sent an email before this email that was sent to us about the meeting. It was with an Excel sheet of where we'll be assigned to. Though you mentioned that, I just really want to really understand what we're going to be doing in those departments.
Okay. So Deborah, let me answer. So you saw that on that Excel sheet, it had your name, your gender, it had the country that you have been assigned to, and your portfolio as a delegate.
Yes.
And then it had your specialized technical commission, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So assuming your portfolio is the Ministry of National Defense and your STC is regional security, blah, 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 blah. Now, what we're going to do in the next coming days is that every specialized technical committee is going to be assigned an agenda. Now, the agenda, it's more like the list of things that you need to look out for in writing your position paper. So now, if your STT has been assigned a topic around regional security, peace, and all that, and the ministry you have been assigned to is the Ministry of National Defense, we want you to now write your position paper looking at it from the position of the ministry that you are representing. That's how come it becomes a position paper. What is your position, or what is the position of the ministry that you are representing on the agenda which is being discussed? You put that in the position paper. I know we have a lot of work to do in that area. For heads of state to write what we call an opening address, and their opening address is going to be based on the theme of the summit. Delegates will write their position papers based on agenda or topics that have been assigned to their respective specialized technical commission. But you cannot write that position paper in a vacuum. It has to be written within the context of the portfolio you have been assigned to. So what is the position of the Ministry of National Security with regards to this agenda that have been assigned to your committee? So you write your position paper in that regard. Is it clear, or you are more confused?
No, I'm not confused. Is there going to be like a sample or a guide for us?
Yes, don't worry. There's a lot of documents we'll share with you. We will share with you sample position paper, how to write a position paper, how to research a position paper. We will share every single document with you. We don't want to share all the documents with you at a time. You will be confused. So we want to take you on a journey. That's why we started by letting you know which portfolio you have been assigned to, and then which specialized technical commission you have been assigned to. That's the first step. We'll go to the next step.
Okay, sir. Yeah, that's very clear. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Let me take, do we have another female who wants to speak? Please, let me take the females, please, gentlemen. Be nice.
Yes, David, I have my hand up.
Please talk to me, my sister.
Thank you. This is Joetta P from Liberia. So I'm a bit concerned for your presentation. After the 5 days, delegates will form part of the alumni network, and then they will also have opportunities to future opportunities like internship and stuff. So I was a bit concerned on how would it be like. Would there be a set criteria? Will this process be open to everyone in terms of getting this opportunity? Yes, that's my concern.
Okay. Don't be confused, because we appreciate the fact that a lot of us live in different countries. So let me give you an example. One of the partners that we're having a conversation with, we're looking at let's say an internship opportunity or a fellowship opportunity for a selected few delegates. That is how come we have the awards. So delegates will need to put their best foot forward. A few delegates will be selected for such opportunities. And such opportunities, because all of us are in different countries, it will be 100% virtual. It will be online. So that regardless of where you are resident, you do not miss out of it. Does that provide clarity to your question? Okay. Do I have another female? I want to hear another female.
I was muted, David. Thank you so much. It's clear. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me pick another female. I want to hear another female.
Hi, David. Good evening.
You see, look at the very sweet voice. Talk to me, my dear delegates.
Yes, Steve. My name is Cillian, and then I was going through the delegates portfolio, and I realized I was assigned to 2 portfolios. That's the
Say that again. Say that again, please. Say that
I was
again.
assigned, so I was going through the delegates list, and I realized I was assigned to 2 portfolios.
Okay.
That's the Ministry of Finance and then the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment.
Can we have a conversation afterwards, and let's.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's not a big problem. This might be small.
Right. I just wanted to be all right. Sure, that's fine.
Yes. Okay. So let's have a conversation afterwards. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Do we have another female voice? Let me pick another last female. Then I'll come to the gentleman, please. Any female voice? Oh, Richard, take your time. I want to hear a female voice. Okay, let me come to the gentleman. Richard.
All right, thank you very much for recognizing me. I am very, very happy to see you presenting to us today on more clarity we need to know. So in your presentation and that of our logistic lady who was presenting, there was something you people said that caught my attention that I want more clarity about.
Talk to me about it, my brother.
That has to do with the day of the arrival of the residential candidate.
Yeah.
So now my question is, perhaps most of us, we might not have had the opportunity to travel by air. So what if we are coming by bus and you are telling us that the arrival date of residential candidate is the 26th? So what if we do not reach on the 26th? Or what if we come before the 26th? Will we not also be picking up?
We have to. Question. Okay, so Richard, thank you. I saw this question coming up, but we can look at it on a case by case basis. That is why I said that one of the things we will do as part of the next steps is to form a regional transportation committee and have a few of the delegates join in that group. So those of us in Nigeria who want to come by bus, it will be the responsibility of the committee to help us. I know for Nigeria, God is Good Motors comes to Ghana. I've used God is Good Motors a number of times if I'm traveling to Nigeria by road. So God is Good Motors, we can have conversations with them. We can even ask for discounts and then all that. So we want to know the number of us who want to come by road. Then we can have the committee plan that. We want to know the number of us who want to come by flight. Then we can do that. I know travel by road between Lagos and Ghana is between 8 to 10 hours. If we're coming with God is Good Motors, then when we get to the border in Seme, in Benin, in Togo, and in Ghana, we don't have to do anything at the border. It's part of the process. But if we're coming with, let's say, a university bus, and then all that, then we have to write to the Ghana High Commission in Nigeria. We have to write to the Embassy of Togo in Nigeria. Then we have to write to the Embassy of Benin in Nigeria for them to grant us what we call a laissez-passer. A laissez-passer will detail the number of people who are traveling on this bus, what they are coming to do in Ghana, the name of the driver, the vehicle number, and the number of passengers on board, so that when you get to the border, they actually give you a very seamless access. But then let's put the committee in place for the committee to decide. Then when we're done, we'll now create another WhatsApp platform for every delegate who is resident in Nigeria, regardless of which country you have been assigned to. We'll do that for Liberians as well. Once we have all those systems in place, we can now determine what time those of us are coming by bus, what time we are departing, and what time we are arriving. If for some circumstances we have to arrive a day before the event starts, these are conversations you can have, and we have to definitely put in the necessary arrangements. I'm sure I've answered your question.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much, Richard. Whose hand is up? Jeremiah. Let me pick Jeremiah. Okay, Emmanuel said, I'm yet to receive my sponsorship. Please, every single request we've received for sponsorship letter, we have responded to it. If you please check your email, check your spam, check your promotions. If it's not there, please just hit me up on WhatsApp, and then I can have a result for you as soon as possible. Emmanuel, I'm sure I've answered your question. Thank you so much. Quincy, let me take Quincy. I'll take Quincy. Yes, pictures with regard to where we are lodging. Like I said, we will definitely share that ahead of time. He said, please, we'll be glad if we make available email for the name of the airport. So the name of the airport I mentioned is Kotoka. I'm typing it. Name of airports. I'm typing it now in the chat box. If you want to come by air, it's Kotoka International Airports, which is in Accra, Ghana. So please, I've dropped the name of the the airport. And for airlines, you can consider African World Airlines, you can consider Air Peace, then you can also consider United Nigeria. Like I mentioned, if we have a very good number of us who want to come by air, we can start having conversation with some of these airlines for possible discounts. But we need to know the numbers, then we can engage them. Okay. Do we have any other hands up? Let me see. Richard, if not received it, please, like I said, please reach out to me on WhatsApp and we can take the conversation from there. Okay.
My hand is up.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
This is Godwin from Nigeria.
Hi, Godwin.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting together this event. Like I said earlier, I am supposed to I'll be representing the Republic of Sierra Leone. And so I want to ask a question in regards to the e-magazine team application.
Yes.
So you've not said anything about it
yes.
Since we started our meeting.
Right.
Yes. I want to know if we have contributors, copy editors, and maybe people have indicated interest so far in contributing to the compilation of the magazine.
Okay.
That's my first question. And
Okay,
then my
so
second question.
let me, if you don't mind, I'll just answer that. Yes, we have received a number of emails with regards to persons who want to be part of the e-magazine. We haven't selected any persons yet. In the course of the week, it's part of the things that we'll try and finalize on. So once your application goes through, we'll definitely send you an email.
Okay.
Yes, Morris. Yes, Morris.
Okay.
Yes, Accra Airlines also comes to Ghana. Yes, so you can also consider Accra Airlines. Yes, Gordon, please go on with your second question. Let's do this very fast. I want us to be out of here in the next 10 minutes.
My second question is on the sponsorship, because I actually wrote, I actually signed that form directing to the Ministry of Youth and yes, the Ministry of Youth in my country. So I am asking if you've actually forwarded the same form I filled to the ministry here in Nigeria.
Okay, so okay, so Godwin, that letter, we don't send the letter to the ministry on your behalf. Once you request for the letter, we work on the letter with the details you have given us. So the amount you are requesting for transportation and any other thing, we work on that, and then we send the letter to your email. So you then have to pick the letter and then submit it to whoever you think would help you. What's the name? Would basically support you. So we don't send the letter straight to the ministry. Yes. So I think you should check your email, because I think I remember seeing your name. Just check your email. Check your spam. If you haven't received it, just hit me up on WhatsApp.
It's not yet on my email. That's the reason why I'm actually asking.
Please check. Have you checked your spam? Have you checked your promotions email? Have you checked it?
Yes, I did.
Please hit me up on WhatsApp. If not today, tomorrow, just hit me up and we can take it from there. Okay.
Hello, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Please, who hasn't spoken at all? Please just unmute and speak. No, hold on. Let me pick somebody who hasn't spoken at all. Then I'll come to those of us who have spoken. So I see Lauren.
Yeah, how are you? Good afternoon to everyone.
Yes,
due to issues beyond controls, I joined the conversations very late, which I apologize for my lateness. And there are a few concerns that really been of issues that one, like the summit chairman is met for I know raising issues of that need to be addressed by the general leadership, but we see that the army is only restricted to army. So even if you have concerns, you cannot address this. I want to know what is the leadership doing to ensure that every participant in the general summit, with the sessions of the various countries, chat rooms are being created because I represent Togo. The various countries chat rooms are very free to express or say whatsoever. But in case that you want to raise general concerns in the general summit chat where everybody follows, the only army has right, and I think that we have to look in that direction so we all can have a free flow of conversation. Do all necessary conversation will come from the secretariat and the president's office, but I think we have to ensure this thing be done. Yeah, another issue is that the guy spoke about the communication being sent to sponsors and whosoever. Like in Liberia, where I am from, though I represent Togo, we have Honorable Snow and Tyler represents the Liberian Parliament at ECOWAS and other area. But then I send you address to send direct communications to the Speaker of the Republic of Liberia, but I see just send a letter open. How are we going to attach additional communication to that communication and send it across? Because I thought that with a specific individual be addressed, the communication from the organizing committee will have been sent straight to the offices of these people, or better still, be sent to our various email with a specific written communication to this individual. But we just seen the communications are open, and I even took it to Snow and Tyler. They decided to raise concern, but why it is not addressed to me, but it's just being open. Then you taking it around. So I want to know as to whether with this communication we can add another communication to it, which I see now to be necessary. But I just want to know these major concerns.
Right. Yeah, Lawrence, thank you so much for your question and then your observation. So like I've said, for some of these concerns, we can look at it on a case by case basis. There's always an opportunity to look at it on a case basis. So maybe pick up the conversation with me tomorrow afternoon, and then we can find a way to resolve your issue for you. But then maybe for the benefit of everybody, when you make the request for the sponsorship letter, we don't send it directly to whoever you want to send it to. We send it back to you, then you send it to to whoever you want to what's the name, help you with the funding. But with any other specific issue, we can pick up those conversations. So please reach out to me tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Usually on Mondays I have a lot of meetings, but then you can still drop a message on my WhatsApp. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you.
Yeah, most definitely. We will try to reach out to you tomorrow to see how best we can still raise these issues. Because what I say this is that I work at the House of Legislature of the Republic of Liberia, which I have opportunity to interact with many of the lawmakers, more especially the speakers and the Senate pro tems and the vice president. I try to take this communication, the sponsorship communication to them and say, but it is just open. So you can't just bring a sheet. I thought my office was being addressed. May office of the vice president or office of the speaker.
Lawrence, like I said, yes. Lawrence, let's consider this on a case by case basis. We'll consider it on a case by case basis. So let's have a conversation tomorrow. Yes, please.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Thank you so much. Guys, let's finish this in 5 minutes, please, so that those of us who want to go to work tomorrow, we can prepare and go to work tomorrow. Who hasn't spoken? Who hasn't spoken at all? Please unmute and speak. You haven't spoken at all, and you want to speak. You want to ask a question.
Hello.
Yes, please.
I am Ambassador Anthony Ogosu. Ambassador David, I'm so glad with you. I'm meeting you for the second time.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we met
in Abuja.
Yes,
2029.
2021.
2019. 2019.
2019. Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
At
I
the
remember.
time where there was a crisis
Yes.
about to arise in Abuja.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that I posted a questions on the platform. If you can check over recognition of alumni associations members. Can there be any forum for that? Thank you.
No, say that again. Okay, I think I've seen your question.
Yes. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
I'll answer that question in the GV. Thank you so much, Anthony. Yes, Joshua.
Mr. David.
Yes, please, Joshua. Please go ahead.
I am Joshua.
We want to finish. We want to finish in 5 minutes.
All right. I'm Joshua born from Nigeria, representing the Gambia.
Okay.
My question is very simple. It's with regards to the issue of logistic accommodation.
Right.
For whether there'll be provisions for a single room exclusive or somebody like me who intend to come with my spouse, so that the issue of how much will be paid could be disclosed before time. That's just my simple question. Thank you very much.
Yes, Joshua. In the past, we've had delegates, some other delegates who have made similar requests, and we have discussed, and then those conversations have gone through. Yes, it's definitely something that we can discuss. We can have conversation. Let's look at the cost component. If you are coming with your wife and you want to be in the same space with your wife, why not? It's definitely, so maybe we can pick up the conversation, and then let's discuss what the terms and conditions are, and then we can proceed from there.
All right, thank you very much. I will definitely chat you up to follow it up from there.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Hi, great name,
please, who hasn't spoken? We are wrapping up. Yes,
Christine from Liberia.
Yes, Christiana.
My name is Christine from Liberia. I'm representing Mali.
Okay.
And you spoke about, when I came a little bit late, when you were talking about, as a delegate, you have to represent a West African country, and you would debate policies, draft resolution, and collaborate with advance solution for peace and all of that. So I just wanted you to talk about it more, and let me get an idea of what's on.
No, can you say that again? I'm not too sure I heard you.
So I'm from Mali. I'm representing Mali. I'm from Liberia.
Okay.
And I'm to draft, or I'm going to debate policies, draft resolution, and collaborate to advance solution for peace, society, and development. And that has to concern Mali, for the country I'm representing. I just want to throw light on that, so I can have an idea.
Okay. So let me just spend the next 5 seconds to address that. So is it Christiana or Christian?
Christine.
Okay, Christine. Okay. So if you look at the Excel document that was shared this week, it has your portfolio, and then it has your specialized technical commission. Now we're going to come out with additional information that is going to tell you the agenda that is going to be assigned to your specialized technical commission. Based on that, then you write your position paper. But you have to write your position paper to reflect the portfolio you have been assigned to. So, example, you have been assigned to, let's say, the Ministry of National Defense, and your STC is on human resources, information, and then any other whatever. Based on the STC agenda that you have, that agenda that has been assigned to your STC, you have to write your position. But I'm sure that when we come up with the additional information on that, it will provide some level of clarity. What we want to avoid at this stage is to keep sending every single document. We want to send the document one after the other, so that you are able to get the time to read and digest every single information. Then it means that we are able to take you on a journey. But what you also have to avoid doing is to pile the document. You have to read the document as and when they become available, because every document we send is a build up on a previous document. So if you haven't read the previous document and you jump to the next document, it means that there's going to be a gap. You are going to find yourself wanting. So it's important that when we send a document, spend time and read it. The next document, read it, because every document is definitely a build up on the previous documents.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Yes, Jeremiah.
I wanted to have ask a quick question, but let somebody learn. Then I will just ask quick question. I want to know something.
Okay, we have to. Our time is up, but let's ask the questions. Please, if you are done asking your questions and you want to drop off, please, you are at liberty to do so that I can answer every other question that comes next. But if you want to, we're almost done with the meeting, or we're done with the meeting, but we're just allowing time for additional questions. Okay. So if you want to exit, please feel free to do so. But if you want to stay and listen into other people's questions as well, please, you are free to do so. Yes, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, can you hear me? Okay, let me take. Yes, Jeremiah.
Hello, Mr. President.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity. So far, so good. I guess you've addressed most of.
Yes, please hold on.
Can you hear me?
Jeremiah is speaking. Let him finish with speaking. Then you come in. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, this meeting has actually addressed most of our concerns. My question would be that what time frame or what time is ideal to actually call the Secretariat or yourself for inquiries, probably as they pop up? Thank you very much. You've addressed everything actually. So
Jeremiah, yeah. Any day, anytime. You want to force me to give you a specific day and time, I won't fall for this temptation, my brother. Trust me.
All right, no problem.
Look, we maintain a very open door policy. Any day, anytime. Please hit me up. You drop a message on my WhatsApp. If I don't see it immediately, any time of the day I see it, I definitely would respond. So just feel free any day, anytime, including Saturdays and Sundays. Just hit me up.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. You're doing a great job, I must say. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Thank you. Okay, so Godwin, you wanted to ask a follow-up question, then I'll come to Favor.
Hello?
Yes, please. Yeah, sorry, Lawrence. Forgive me.
Yeah. So my question has to do with like representation of Togo. We have about 46 or 47 persons representing Togo. And when you look at the model of the ECOWAS Summit United Nations, the head of delegations most often they represent the country and speak boldly, but you are saying that all of us should make a position paper due to the limitation of time with the 46 and taking into consideration speaks that everyone will address and present their position paper looking at the numbers of people involved and the timing of the summit.
Okay, Lawrence, let me clarify that quickly. Now, remember that I mentioned that the main summit has an opening plenary. It has an STC or Specialized Technical Commission section, and then a closing plenary.
Yeah.
The opening plenary is where heads of states present their opening address to what we call the Assembly of Heads of State and Government.
Yeah.
That is also where we are having all our guest speakers and our specially invited guests present what we call solidarity messages to the summit. Now, at the opening plenary, delegates do not make a statement. It's only heads of state who make statements by presenting their opening addresses. Delegates will present their position papers during the specialized technical commission session. Mind you, each specialized technical commission would have a chairperson and a rapporteur. So then, when you present your position paper, the chairperson of your committee will capture your thoughts, will capture your submission, and will capture your recommendations. So, example, if the committee that you belong to, there are about 50 members of that committee, all of you will have an opportunity to present your position paper to the chairperson of that committee. Now, I didn't want us to go into the technicalities, but let me go into the technicalities based on the question you've asked. Now, we would also share what we call the rules of proceedings. Now, as part of the rules of proceedings, when you go to your STC or your Specialized Technical Commission session, there will be a roll call. As part of the roll call, the chairperson is leading that. Now, each delegate join the roll call. You have an opportunity to respond present or present and voting. Present, and there's a difference between present and voting. Present means that you are going to be part of every deliberation. But if a matter comes up for voting, you are abstaining from voting. But if you respond present and voting, that means that you are going to be part of the deliberations, you're going to be part of negotiations, and you're going to be part of voting. Now remember, in the presentation of your position paper, it is when you catch the eye of the chairperson of the committee, then the chairperson allows you to present your position paper. That calls for what? Negotiation and lobbying. So you need to master the skills of lobbying to catch the eye of the chairperson of that committee. So assuming the committee, like I mentioned, is 50 people, all the submissions will now go to the chairperson of that committee. The chairperson now will need to now summarize every single point you have made and put it in what we call a draft resolution. The draft resolution will now come back to the closing plenary. The closing plenary will debate it, make comments and recommendation. Then now the closing plenary will now adopt the draft resolution from the two committees and merge it to become what we call the final summit communique. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand it now?
Yeah. Much better. I understand it.
So it's a tall list of process, but you will not be able to understand the entirety of the process from the word go. That's how we want to take you through a journey. Now we've done the Q&A session. The next step is that we are going to assign each of your STCs your agenda. What are you supposed to do? You are going to write a position paper. Now we're going to take you through another section. Maybe that one we'll do it on a country by country basis. Rather than doing a general, we'll do maybe Ghana, Nigeria, we'll do for delegates. We'll take you through what do you need to know in writing your position paper. We'll take you through all of that. Then you write your position paper and send it to the commission. You want the commission to look at it and help you make changes, help the commission to direct you on whether you are doing the right thing. We are there to assist you, on all these things. I'm sure I've answered your question.
Yeah. Big explicit.
So, Gordon, it's a lot of Lawrence. It's a lot of work you have to do. There's a lot of research you have to do. There's a lot of policy documents you have to read, analyze it, and understand it to make an informed decision. And that informed decision will influence the writing of your position paper. Your position paper has to be very, very authoritative. It has to be an authoritative piece of document you are writing. It has to be well researched.
I know.
Clear now?
Very clear. Take into consideration. Very
Ready
clear.
for the battle ahead?
Come again.
Are you ready for the battle ahead?
I'm more than prepared for the battle ahead.
Thank you so much. All right.
Okay.
So Morris is asking, do we have Accra Airlines in Ghana? For some of us, yes, there's Accra Airlines. It's in Ghana, but most definitely, if you use Accra Airlines coming to Ghana, maybe you would do a transit in Lome, then you come to Accra. But definitely, yes, there's Accra Airlines in Ghana. Yeah. Let me take Favor, and then I will take is it Hammond? Yeah. So let me take Favor. Yes, Favor.
Yes, sir. Good evening so much, sir. I really appreciate your wonderful time to really enlighten us and break out the question to a very simple understanding. My question is two in one. First of all, is the first question is all about security. I don't know how tight the security will be for those who are coming into Ghana, whether by flight, so that based on what you have said, and I've listened and I've even written down wonderful points you have dropped. So I wanted to just understand in the hotel management, will it be a very secure place so that somebody don't walk up to anybody and maybe take in or take out what does not belong to them like that? Then secondly, the native, I'm pleading that, like we in Nigeria, because we have what we call native wear, which is called the kaftan. So I don't know if we'll be allowed to put on that kaftan. So during one of the summit meetings, whether we'll be free or we are going to sew a particular cloth, which will be generalized to every delegate or to be sectionalized to every country. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, Favor. So let me answer your second question. I'll come to your first one. The first one is talk about your native. Yes, as part of the dress code, you are allowed to wear either a traditional, and I'm sure that the traditional or the native in this sense means a traditional attire. So you can wear the native or the traditional attire, or it can be a formal attire. The only time where you have to wear a Model ECOWAS branded t-shirt is during the diplomatic visit and courtesy call. But apart from that, all the other session, you can decide to do a formal attire, or you can decide to do a native into brackets traditional attire. Okay. Two is the question about security. Yes, so the venue we're using for accommodation, these are venues that we have used for the very longest time, and we have a relationship with them. Security shouldn't be a problem. One of the reasons why we also said that if you are coming by air, whenever you book your tickets, give us an understanding of your departure time and your arrival time. It will help us it will help us plan your pickup at the airport so that you are not stranded at the airport. Because once you are stranded at the airport, it also raises security concerns. We want to avoid that to the largest of extent. Now, also, in terms of your security, in terms of internal transportation, you are not going to be left on your own to go and look for your own transportation, whether you are using an Uber or you're using a boat or whatever. We appreciate the fact that you are not familiar with the terrain in Accra. We have a responsibility to transport you from one venue to another. It's our responsibility, depending on the package you go for. If you are going for non-residential, then that means that you are on your own. But once you go for residential, every conversation around your accommodation, it becomes our responsibility. Conversations around the security of your personal belongings in the accommodation it becomes our responsibility. Your transportation become our responsibility, and even your health. Your health is even part of security. We are dedicated that yes, we have a responsibility to provide basic, what's the name, medications, or in terms of emergency, first aid. We have a responsibility, but also it also lies another level of responsibility on you. If you are on a personal medication, please carry it along. If you have an international travel health insurance, please carry it along, because definitely we have a role to play and you also have a role to play. But we would ensure that we will not let you down. So don't be worried about security. We have it all covered. For security reasons, some of the information that we will share, we will not drop it on the WhatsApp platform. We will send it to your emails, because we know that some of these things, we don't know who is picking some of these information. So we know this things and we understand how it works. So for certain informations, it will not be shared on the general WhatsApp group. It will not be shared on your specific country WhatsApp group. It will be shared with you via email. It's just to ensure that your security, is taken care of. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, and I want to really appreciate you, sir. I wanted to just chip in this, please, just for 1 minute. Like you said, I had one of the delegates said that some people are not being assigned into the WhatsApp platform, maybe due to friends giving it out. So I don't know if there would be a very sensitive way, like you said, to send it to email, because some people are really close to friends that I just received an email from this, and maybe the person that okay, forward it. So I don't know if there'll be a sensitive way to send it, because so that somebody will not be able to resend it to somebody else again. Because like you said, we don't know who is who, and also we want the best for everyone, so that it will not be sent to somebody that does not have the same picture or the same vision that we all have or you are presenting to us, so that it will not like the messages that like all these network we send, they'll say you cannot reply. So if you can send it like that, that the person cannot reply or forward, I will really appreciate it so much, sir.
Okay. I think that we would look into that, but then also let me also assure you that one of the reasons why we're also asking delegates to arrive on a certain time, on a certain day, is to be able to take delegates through the registration process. So because definitely there's a list. We know those who are going for residential and those who are going for non-residential. We have that. Every single delegate is going to be having a delegate tag. So we understand some of these things, because look, we've done the Model ECOWAS Summit from 2014 to now. So we understand some of these things, and definitely we are going to be closing some of this gap. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much,
those.
sir. I really appreciate you, sir.
I
Yes,
really appreciate it,
sir.
Thank you. Yes, is it Hamid Rutimi? Please, your hands have been up for a very long time. Your hands might have been aching by now. Yes, then I'll come to Musa. Then I'll come to Quincy. So let me take. Is it Hamid Rutimi? Please go ahead. Yes, please unmute. Okay, let me take Musa while we wait for. Yes, Musa, please unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Musa. Let me guess where you are. Your nationality.
Oh,
This is either Mali or Burkina Faso or Senegal.
all right. I'm Musa Dumbuya from Guinea.
Okay.
I'm Guinean by nationality, but I live in Emirates, especially in Dubai.
You live where?
I live in Dubai.
Oh, I think you and I have had a number of
Yes,
conversations.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. My brother, how are you?
I'm fine, good. How about you?
I'm fine.
Okay, all right. I have one question about the fees, and then for the person who were from another countries like Guinea or Emirates, and I don't know if we should pay the fees before um, event, or is not an obligation, or is not.
No, your question is not, Musa. Your question is not clear. If you can take the question again, I want to understand so that I can give an appropriate answer.
All right, I said
Mm-hmm.
for those who come from other countries like Emirates, for instance, and my place is too far, and then I don't know. I'm not sure that now if I will be able to participate in May, and then if it is possible to wait for me, for instance, then even January or February to send the money.
Okay, so as part of the things that we had made mention of is that we have extended the deadline for payments in two folds. Let me explain what I mean. There are two types of participation. Either you are a resident delegate or you are non-resident. In between, whether residential or non-residential, there's what we call early bird and regular. Early bird payment was supposed to have ended 22nd November, which is sometime next week. But we have extended it. We have extended it to around the 13th of December. So early bird has been extended from November 22nd to 13th December. Then now, regular payment was supposed to have ended 31st January. Sorry, 31st December. 31st December. But we have extended it to 31st January. That's what we have done. It will be practically impossible to someone say, okay, you know what? I'm not sure I'll participate, so I want to wait in May to pay. We would have made provision for everybody who has paid. We know the number of delegates we are dealing with. We know what provisions to make for them, because by that time we will probably have gone to print whatever we want to print. We would have printed it based on the number of delegates who have what's the name, who have confirmed their participation by going ahead to make payments. May is good, but it's too much of an overstretch, and it will be difficult to make provision for anybody who is paying in May. We want to know the numbers by end of January 2026. Worst case, if you are going for regular, so that it gives us breathing space to be able to plan for you. You understand? Look, because it's a whole process. It is a whole process, and that process works with information. If you don't have information or data, it will be practically impossible to plan. So if that person wants to make a payment in May, I don't know what data or information I'm going to be working with on behalf of that person from January 2026. It's a bit of a very difficult conversation to be had. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, got.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Quincy. No, sorry, Musa, your hands are still up. Do you have a follow-up question?
No, that's all. That's all.
That's fine. Okay, thank you so much. So I'll take Quincy. Yes, Quincy. Okay, so let me take Emanuela Jonathan.
Okay. Good evening.
Yes, hi.
Yes, my name is Manuela. I'm from Nigeria and I'm representing Burkina Faso. Yeah, I believe I've dropped this message on the chat. I believe I've been having some disruption in my network, and I believe maybe you have dropped some explanation regarding the portfolio and the STC.
In
Please,
fact,
can I get it? Sorry, I've been having some distraction on my network, like I said.
Okay.
I was the one who made the request if I can change my portfolio.
Yes, and then I said that let's have a conversation later this evening or tomorrow. I want to understand why you want. So I want to understand number one, why you want to change your portfolio. Then number two, if the portfolio you want to switch to, if there's even a vacancy there, you see that these are two different conversations. But I think that we can have this conversation and we should be able to find a leverage.
Can we do it now, or like you said, I can call later?
Yes, later. This one. Okay. This place is a public place.
Okay, that will be fine. Okay, I'll put that call across later. Thank you very much.
Emanuela, thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Yeah.
Pansy, please speak. Okay. Okay, I think that we don't have any questions, so we will call it a wrap. Thank you so much to everyone who made time to join our Q&A session. We will share this document on the WhatsApp platform. We would also look at the possibility of sharing it via email, but definitely we'll drop it on the WhatsApp platform. We would also drop the recording on the WhatsApp platform so that at your free time you can replay it again. If there are some things that you missed, definitely once you listen to the recording, I'm sure that it will provide some layer or additional layer of understanding. So at this point, would I like to say a very thank you to everyone who made time to join. Yes, Quincy, I see that your hands are still up. Do you have a question? Quincy, do you have a question? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much, and please do have a super evening. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you, Morris.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone who
Thank
joined.
you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.